Post-match with Assistant Manager Mark Cowan after his side beating Llanelli Town 4-2, an unbelievable game, Mark. Probably the best and the worst way to win a football match.
Yeah. I'm still trying to make sense of it now, really, what's gone on. You know, in the 90th minute, I'm thinking that's it, we're done, we're down. But what we're trying to instill in this set of players is the character and the belief which, you know, Ewan's instilled in us players, and it's there. You can see we're thinking that's it, it's over, there's no way we're coming back from this. With 10 men in the 90th minute, it's too late. And then for them to go up the other end and grab a third, and then even when we're then sort of being compact and narrow and defending a 3-2 lead in the 50th minute or whatever, 95th minute, we'll go and get a fourth, and Webby quite deservedly deserved his hat-trick goal today. I thought he was outstanding, but in terms of heart and desire, and every single player was magnificent today. Magnificent.
Talk through the game then, seeing it looks like we're playing safe and going to get the easy 3 points, but then obviously it all changed when Mike Pearson gets out. What do you make of the penalty?
I'm a bit disappointed, I'll be honest. I'm not so sure why the penalty that we awarded, why the lad gets a yellow card. I know it's a different type of foul, but it's the same, because he's through on goal if he doesn't get fouled, and we through to score. He gets a yellow, Ala gets a red, and I felt Mike was being fouled, but obviously the referee didn't see that. I think maybe the linesman could have helped them out in that situation, but you know, they have difficult jobs, and maybe I just need a bit of clarification on the rules. But it obviously becomes difficult then, so we're penned right back in at 2-1, and their tails are up, and they throw Bevan forward. They get their equaliser, and the rest, as they say, is history.
Obviously, it's going to be it's still a huge task to get out of this situation, but this is going to give us huge confidence, isn't it, going into the next game?
Massively. So even the 2-2, when it went to 2-2, you know, you're thinking, well, you know, how do we turn it around from here? This season's over in February, but you know, the lads are not having it. We, as you say, this could give us lift off. So maybe it's the best thing that ever happened to us. It could be that season-defining moment where we turned it around. I'm not too sure of the result today, but whatever happens, we'll go to Cefn Druids, and again, if we can win that and keep pulling them back, and we've got them here on the last game of the season on the Friday night, we can get a bumper crowd in, and if we're on the tails, we'll win. You know, if we can get to that stage, that'll be an achievement in itself. So.
And the next game was a completely different situation against TNS in the cup quarter final. What are you seeing from that game, and is the league just the main focus on that?
I tend not to think beyond the next fixture, to be honest, and we can't obviously just neglect TNS, because they're obviously the champions of the league for how many years running, probably the best team in the league, so we can't sort of ignore them and look beyond them. We want to ride this crest of a wave, so we want to make sure we go out and do it right. So all this focus will be on TNS, and we'll focus on Cefn Druids afterwards. I'm going to probably pop down to Carnarvon on Monday and have a little look at TNS and see how we can best go about ways to stop them, and see any weaknesses, if any, and just give it a go. You know, just give it a go. Because I think if we can get any kind of positive result there, then that will definitely give us a huge lift to go into the Cefn Druids game. So we don't want to turn up and, you know, we've lost, what is it, 4-0, 5-0 and 4-0 against TNS, so we don't want that, because that will just curtail our enthusiasm.
Cheers, Mark. Thank you.
Thank you.
We post-match with hat-trick hero Alun Webb, 4-2 again today. What a mental game. What do you think?
Just catching my breath, to be honest. Obviously at 2-0 you think the job's done, really, especially with the players we have, and then obviously the sending off's made a big difference, and they've got themselves back into it. And then obviously then at 2-2, that's so late, you're thinking, have we blown it? Because I think we had to win this game, and then obviously Jaggers has got us back in at 3-2, and then obviously nice to get the icing on the cake with the fourth one. But to be fair, it just shows the character we have in the squad, and how much everyone believes in each other, and I do think that's what probably pulled us through today.
It was pretty clear before the game, if it wasn't a win today, it would probably be over maybe for us. But what goes through your head when the goal goes in for 2-2?
Just, to be honest, you're just thinking, you are obviously gutted, but you're thinking, get the ball. Let's see what we can do in these last few minutes. And you're hoping rather than at that stage, and obviously to then just go straight up the other end and score. It was just huge, and what a moment that was.
Is that one of your first hat-tricks in your career? Or?
It's my first is it? Well, no, I've scored a few, but obviously that's my first one in the Welsh Prem. So yeah, it's obviously great to score 3, but I'm not just saying this. It was just about the result today. I'm genuinely delighted that we've won, and obviously now we can go into the next few games knowing that if we get wins, there's a chance for us.
It's been a tough week, obviously, with the news of Yuan and everything. How much does that mean for Yuan, do you think, getting 3 points?
Yeah, obviously Yuan's put a lot into this club. He's had so much going on. I'm just hoping that obviously he looks at the results and is happy that we've managed to do that for him. You know, as I said, the hours he's put in and everything that he's had going on around him, you know, he's a credit to himself. So I'm obviously glad that we could get the win for him, and hopefully we can keep this club where it deserves to be in the Welsh Premier League.
TNS Vex and the Cup sort of different animal, really different game completely, but this game could be a conference for that as well, because Cup's still important for us.
Yeah, of course. So obviously it is, like you say, a completely different animal. TNS, they're going to be chomping at the bit. They're going to want to win that competition, so we're going to have to be absolutely at it. Obviously with the lads Cup tied as well, going to be an opportunity for certain players. So yeah, we've just got to go in, be diligent with our preparation and give it everything really.
Nice one, cheers mate.
Thank you very much.